Okay guys, I'm back. I decided I was going to go ahead and color this, and I thought I would go ahead and do it on camera so you guys can see. I am going to start with just kind of a mix of markers. The first one I'm going to use, I have the Dick Blick brand of, they're like Copics, and this one is just called Red 005. So I'm going to use that to do that bow and just kind of get those base colors down. I typically like to use these and my Zig Clean color markers. I will also use Sharpies on occasion. I really like them. Pretty much anything that will lay down some nice color. And when I stamped this, if you watched the first video, you can see I just kind of went right over that leaf. Nobody will pay attention to those lines once you color that leaf, so it'll actually look like the bow is kind of hidden behind the leaf. You guys will now, maybe, I don't know. And I went out of the line there, but that's okay, we'll fix that. So we're going to do the same thing here. And I don't know why I always think red for bows for Christmas. And I think it's going to go really nice with the little berries on the holly. So forgive me, I'm trying to keep this upside down so it's right side up for you guys. At the same time, I'm also trying to stay in the lines this way. And for some reason, I typically move my paper around when I color, so I'm trying not to do that too much with you guys. Okay, so theirs is our base on our bow. Let's go ahead and color in all the berries. And get them nice and red here. And you guys don't have to be really perfect with this, especially if you're going to mail them out. Most people will be so beyond excited to receive something in the mail that anyone put extra effort into. Most people have never actually received mail art. It's amazing how people I get that, you know, they're shocked that it can make it through the mail and that, you know, we actually took the time to stamp on the envelope. So do not worry. Okay, I like the way that looks. And I'm going to add a little bit of extra shadowing with that. I'm going to use one of my Zig Clean color markers here. And this one is, it's called Gray Brown 094. And I'm just going to use it to add just a tiny bit of dimension in my bow. And I'm not really particular when I do this. I just kind of go here and there where I think there should be some shadows. Sometimes the stamps already have some lines, so I just do it because it gives the eye a little bit more visual interest. I'm just going a little bit under those leaves where that would be coming out. And then I can go in and add more later. But there we go, so that's a good start. I'm going to set that to the side. I also really like the lighter colored ones, actually the lighter colored two, which are the same thing. They are just numbered light, or called light gray and blue gray. Those are my other favorites, so I'll set those to the side. Now for the holly leaves, I am going to see, I'll show you guys this. This is my book where I categorize my markers because I use so many different brands. I'm not, you know, sticking with Copic or anything particular. So I'm going to go to my greens, decide what kind of green I want. These ones with the pink line around it are all my Dick Blick brand. And then this is my Hodgepodge, which I keep in a separate container over here. And I really like this PB 197, which I believe is Prisma color. And I think that would look really good with maybe my dark olive green from Blick. So I'm going to grab those two out, which is 084 from Dick Blick's, and the Prisma color is the other one there. So, and they're both alcohol markers, so they will blend just fine together. I'm going to use the Prisma color for the base here. And just to kind of get this color down. And I did stamp this with Memento, so this should not bleed at all. If you have other inks, a lot of times they will bleed some. If that bothers you, you can either let it sit for a long time or try using the Memento ink. It depends on when I pre-stamp things ahead of time. Sometimes if I let them sit for a couple days, they don't bleed as much, I think. but it kind of depends. I have a variety of black inks, so if I think I might color it with alcohol markers, I try to look ahead of time. And I'm trying to do this quickly so you guys don't have to watch this for very long. And feel free to take your time when you're coloring at home if you want to put a lot more time and detail into these. Like I said, for the video purposes, we're going to go kind of quickly with this. And you can see already this is just starting to pop right off of your envelope. If you have one of the cute Christmas stamps, they will be perfect with this. I don't know if the wreaths are still available this year. I think they had wreath stamps last year, which I think would be super cute on this. I know I still have some of the Charlie Brown ones, so that's probably what I'm going to use, which I absolutely love. They are super cute. And the colors, of course, are nice and Christmassy, so should be no problem there. And I'm going to flip this around so my hand's not covering the whole thing. I know it's going to be upside down for you guys for a minute, but okay. So I've got my base green down. Now you could absolutely leave it just like this, but I want to go ahead and use that darker green and just add a couple little more layers for depth. And I'm not being really particular, I'm just kind of throwing some color down here. This is a good time if you were going to blend it. You would go back with that other marker and just kind of blend it out. And these blend beautifully together still. Like I said, they work just like the Copics, which is the one most people, it seems like they have. Except for these are a lot cheaper, significantly, especially when they run really good sales. So you could probably get them online too if you don't have a Dick Blick's near you. I know mine is over an hour away, but when I wanted to go and make the investment, it was worth it for me to drive to get them. I could see what colors I liked and kind of compare to what I already had. And then I ended up getting them on sale and bought the whole set. But so there you go. So you can see that side's got a little bit more depth compared to this side here. I'm going to do the same thing, just a little bit more. Not going to do too much detail in this top because that's where my stamp's going to be. And I'll probably put the stamp over just a little bit more towards the joy. And I'm not going to do too much on the edges, and I'll show you why here in about a second. Okay. And you can see I'm just literally throwing color down. I'm not putting a whole lot of thought into it. It's just going to add enough layers of depth that they don't look completely flat. Okay, so let's put that to the side. So what I'm going to do to really pull this whole envelope in for your eye is I've got some Distress Hickory ink. Hickory Smoke, I'm sorry, ink. And I have one of the sponge tools. I'm going to start in the corner here and just add some shadowing around that. I'm sorry if this is probably shaking the camera. I've had to put my tripod on my desk. When I rearrange my desk, my computer kind of takes up the spot where my camera used to sit. So my tripod is like super high right now. And this color is so nice. I'm so glad they came out with a gray. I've had a couple other grays and I didn't love them as much as I like this. So, and just going all the way around the envelope. And go back to the bottom. Now I don't want to take this up too high on the bottom because of course I want my address to go down here. But there you go. So now you can see that is beautiful, vintage, Christmassy. Everything really pops. I just realized I missed part of a stem, so I'm just going to go back out of my gray, or my green marker there. And I think I might take a tiny bit of gold. Well, I'll just use yellow, I guess, because I don't know where my gold is right now. So I'm just going to grab a yellow marker. I didn't check the color. The tip looks like it's okay. It's 037. It's called Caramel. It's a Dick Blick, and I'm just going to add that to the Joy. And then I think I'm going to use my Wink of Stella pen to put some glitter on this. So the Joy just really pops off of the envelope with everything else. I always think of the red, green, and golds together for Christmas, so. And Actually, this color is really nice for a flat gold. Okay. So there you go. Nice and simple. You can see those couple spots where I colored outside the line. Let me bring it in so you guys can see I did not have perfection here. It's an easy fix. You can grab any marker. We'll just grab, I like the microns. This is just a size 1. And I'm just going to extend that black right over it. Nobody will even know. You could have left it. Nobody would probably even know. But, whoops, took it right off there. So you can see that's fixed. Same thing here on the Y. And I just kind of add a little extra detail to the stamp. Fixes it. And just kind of hides those little mistakes. So, get that back out there. So there you guys can see the whole envelope. I really like it. I hope you guys like it too. And I hope it inspires you to do some fun mail art this holiday season and throughout the rest of the year. Thanks guys. Have a great day.